Don't worry, don't be alarmed. I am not a part of the California Republic. But if you could tell me what the new California Republic is referencing, man, you have knowledge. And you might just win a chocolate bar that you buy yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a versus on Mr. Pibb, aka Pibb Xtra, against Dr. Pepper. This is going to be a very interesting one. I asked you guys to vote, and the voting wasn't very close. As you can see here, the percentage is very high for Dr. Pepper with 16 votes. Dr. Pepper winning the votes really doesn't surprise me literally at all. I asked you guys to vote on the community tab. I didn't bother posting it anywhere else. I trusted my new ability to post on the community tab, which is very awesome and very interesting, and I love putting polls because I just like to see what the public has to say about certain things. And Dr. Pepper versus Pibb is probably like, Pibb is just so close to Dr. Pepper that I had to do a versus. This is something I've been planning for months and months. I just haven't got around to it. Finally, I'm doing it because I want to know what you guys think. And you can vote still. You go to the community tab and you can find my channel or whatever, and you can vote on that. Even though I'm doing the video now and it's sitting at 16 votes, you can still add a vote if you haven't yet, because I'll still be curious for as long as the poll is up. It'll be up forever of what people say. I knew that Pibb wouldn't be that high because rather the selection that I gave, you can select that you've never had Pibb, and I knew that that was the case. I knew that people, most likely, some people just haven't had it. Pibb Xtra is one of my favorite sodas. So I just wanted to see what other people have to say, especially going up against something like a very on-brand drink like Dr. Pepper. First off, let's start with Dr. Pepper. A very casual, normal, everyone knows about Dr. Pepper drink. Very dark, very filled with sugar. It's 64 grams of sugar in the bottle. And I don't have access to Mr. Pibb in a can, or I probably would have made these go head-to-head in cans, because cans just seem to always be better, period, with any soda ever. I don't know why, but they are. And yeah, I'm very curious about this. When I first had Dr. Pepper, I used to drink Sprite as a kid all the time, full-blown only Sprite. And then I do believe Dr. Pepper was my very first dark soda. I had it at my dad's cabin. Back when he had the cabin, he sold it a long time ago, but we were staying and we would go fishing and trout fishing on the river, and I just remember opening up the ice chest, and it was like, and I don't know if it was because we didn't have any more Sprite, I don't know, but I just grabbed a can of Dr. Pepper and was just like hooked ever since, and had dark drinks since then. And obviously, if that wouldn't have been my first try, I would have tried it eventually, but I've never reviewed regular Dr. Pepper because I've never felt the need to, because I've had it before, and I mean, whatever. So this will be kind of considered a review for Dr. Pepper, so I'm going to stop jabbering on and actually get into it. Nice fizz build up on the good old DP. And the reason I'm doing this first is because I feel like Mr. Pibb, aka Pibb Xtra, is the underdog. It just is. By the way, fun fact, Mr. Pibb is, the name is like from, I think, the 80s, and then they changed it to Pibb Xtra later on. Yeah, I think one of the reasons people really love Dr. Pepper, and one of the reasons that I got hooked on it as a kid, is it's got a very, very mean burn. A very big burn compared to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has like lighter, still has a burn, but this is just like darker. Like, I just feel that it is. It just always has been. And, yeah, I don't even know the ingredients of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is really good, but it is like a heavy burn, man. It is like, it has such a big burn to it. Like, it almost kind of overweighs, especially in a bottle. Dr. Pepper, almost like the burn almost overweighs the flavor, especially with the first few sips. And I know this is one of those drinks, like, the more you taste it and the longer you let this last, the better it kind of tastes until it's hot. Dr. Pepper, it really isn't good hot. But when I sit and break down Dr. Pepper itself, the flavor is kind of light, and it has more of a burn than the flavor. They do have Pibb Xtra at Subway, and I had to go to my local Subway to find it. They also have it at my local Rallies, because we do have a Rallies here, but I didn't want to have it like in a cup from a fast food chain whenever I knew that I would probably be getting the Dr. Pepper from a bottle. It would have been kind of interesting to see Dr. Pepper from a fast food chain in a cup versus in a cup from Mr. Pibb, but I just decided to stick to the bottles. But yeah, Waffle House, I'm telling you, at Waffle House you can get Pibb Xtra, and because they don't have Dr. Pepper, and I always get it, and I can't go back. It's just great, and I get it at Rallies every time I go too. There is the Fizz Spicy Cherry Soda. Very odd info for the flavor, because it's not like Dr. Pepper where, you know, it's got that kind of flavor. It's actually more of like a cherry, which is interesting, because Dr. Pepper is obviously not cherry Dr. Pepper, because cherry Dr. Pepper is an opposite thing. With the Pibb, the problem that I have with it, with the bottle, is there's this bad aftertaste burn. But I kid you not, at Waffle House or Rallies. Now, Rallies always has fresh Pibb. It's amazing every time, and it doesn't have that burn. So the bottles just have this extra burn, and if I'm grabbing the Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper seems to have that more in a bottle. And I don't know, it's just weird how they both have more of a burn in the bottle than cans or from a cup, because like I said, I wish I could prove it to you guys right now. I wish I could make y'all taste Mr. Pibb out of a Rallies cup that they serve. Way less burn, there's no bad aftertaste, and it's absolutely delicious. And that Mr. Pibb is like, literally like cherry soda. It tastes like cherry soda. I don't think Dr. Pepper's meant to be that. I think I might do, and this is just a decision I'm making right on the spot, is I probably will find maybe who I think serves the best Dr. Pepper in town, and then go to my local Rallies and get Mr. Pibb in a cup, and do it like that. Maybe like a follow-up. But as for the bottles, Dr. Pepper definitely wins it. It's definitely better in a bottle, because like I know, like I said, there's different flavors for different types of like containers for these drinks. But as for bottles, Dr. Pepper's better. Pibb just has this aftertaste that I don't like, but like I said, it's weird that it's never like that in any other way except the bottle. So it's strange.
It's strange.
I'm gonna hold off on rating these at all until I can try them in cups or in a different way. Whatever I decide to do, there will be a second part to this versus. And I'm excited about it, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What is your favorite? And if you even had Mr. Pibb or Pibb Xtra, whatever it's called before, if you haven't, then you can still put Dr. Pepper. You could cheat. I don't care. If you love Dr. Pepper, and let me know if it's your favorite soda. And what else is your favorite soda? Thank you guys as always so much for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews, probably before I do the follow-up video, but I will try to get to that as soon as I can. Love you guys, like literally so much. You guys are patient and amazing, and I love your comments. And you'll be seeing me in the next one. Try out. Peace out.